point out the major features related to the expression of mitochondrial genes. So, as you know, that mitochondria and chloroplast are semi-autonomous cell organelle. Okay? And they have their own infrastructure for the proteins. They have their own infrastructure for their protein synthesis. And you, as you know, and as you have already studied the structural organization of chloroplast and mitochondrial genomes, and you have also studied the mechanism of regulation of gene expression in the chloroplast. So today I have taught you the differences. I have taught you the mechanism of regulation of gene expression in mitochondria, and now I want to point out some very important features related to the gene expression in mitochondria. It is very clear to you. It is clear. It is clear to you that that mechanism of transcription in prokaryotes and mechanism of gene expression in prokaryotes and mechanism of gene expression in chloroplast and mitochondria are more or less similar with some differences. Okay? In the previous lecture, I had also pointed out the same thing, that the mechanism of gene expression in mitochondria and chloroplast is more or less identical with the mechanism of gene expression in prokaryote with some differences. Today, I just want to point out the differences, which are differences found in mitochondria related to their transcription and translation. You know that mitochondria, as far the transcription in the gene expression in mitochondria, like the gene expression in prokaryotes, is completed in two steps. The first is the transcription and the second is the translation. You know that for the process of transcription, there is a requirement of an enzyme, and that enzyme is known as RNA polymerase. And the mitochondria, like other prokaryotes and chloroplasts, have a single type of RNA polymerase. Okay, single type of RNA polymerase which catalyzes the transcription of the all the three types of RNA: mRNA, mRNA, ribosomal RNA, and tRNA. Okay, so now what is the main feature related to the mitochondrial transcription? The most important point is here that the promoter region present on the mitochondrial DNA is AC rich region, and the sequence reads in this way: A C C C C. So this is wherever this promoter region is present on the mitochondrial genome, it is AC rich region. Okay, and there is presence of multiple promoter region in the mitochondrial genome for transcription. The another point which is to be mentioned here is that the transcription in mitochondria may be asymmetrical or symmetrical. This is also a very important point. Transcription in mitochondria may be symmetrical or asymmetrical, and I have already discussed the differences between the asymmetrical and symmetrical transcription. If the transcription start from more than one site, this is called asymmetrical. At the same time, this type of transcription is called asymmetrical. And if the transcription start at a particular only one site at a time, this is called symmetrical transcription. And the other very important point related to this transcription in mitochondria is that the mitochondrial RNA and the mitochondrial ribosome consists of two different types of RNAs, 12S RNA and 16S RNA, and for encoding these two types of ribosomal RNA, the genes are available on the mitochondrial genome. So this transcription is transcription is the first step of the protein synthesis. There is no and mRNA and DNA mitochondrial gene is directly transcribed into the mRNA, and the mitochondrial mRNA acts as the primary transcript, as in prokaryotic transcription. mRNA is directly formed from the DNA in case of mitochondria. That is, the mitochondrial DNA is directly transcribed into the mRNA, and mRNA acts as the primary transcript. Okay. Now let us come to the translation. Translation in mitochondria is also more or less similar to the bacterial and prokaryotic translation with some differences. Then what are the differences? The first differences is that the initiation codon in mitochondria is AUA. Okay? As you know that the initiation codon in the most common initiation codon is AUG, which encodes the methionine, which is the first amino acid incorporated in the polypeptide chain. But in mitochondria, the initiating amino acid is similar, methionine, but it is encoded by the initiation codon AUA. As far the mitochondrial mitochondrial translation is concerned, this is very important point. Now the second, as far that now let us look about the let us see that termination codon. As you know that there are three very important termination codon. You might be knowing, you have already studied in your lower classes, that AUA, UAG, and UAA, UAG, and UGA. These are the three very common termination codon. But in mitochondria, two of them are present, but there are two special in a termination codon. I have just described it. AGA, and AGG are two additional termination codon which are present in addition to UAA and UAG. Okay, so there are four termination codon, and out of the four termination codon, the two are very unique, AGA and AGG. So these are called, this is the difference. This is a very unique feature related to the termination of the which acts as termination codon. So there are four termination codons. So these are the differences. These are the some differences in as far the mitochondria translation in mitochondria is concerned. So if you are asked in your examination to describe the structural organization and expression of mitochondrial genome, at first you will have to write about, you will have to draw, you will have to sketch the diagram, sketch the diagram of the mitochondrial DNA, and you have to point out to show all the important genes present on the mitochondrial genome, and you have to describe the structural organization of the mitochondrial genome at first, and then you will have to write the expression of the mitochondrial genes. So then your note will be complete. And I